football playoffs. We're back at it for the final game of the evening. And we got the Hurricanes and we got the Seminoles about to get this thing kicked off in the Orange Bowl here on Snypz TV Gaming. And once again, I got my guy J-Dog with me in the building. J-Dog, what is good, my brother?
Hey, not a whole lot. We are locked in. We are ready to go and super excited to get our second bowl game of the night. The college football playoff is alive and well.
Yes,
we're ready to get it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So tell the people about what is going on with these two guys here. This is the Battle of Florida here for an opportunity to get to the semis. This is going to be very interesting to say the least.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting because it's the first time this has ever happened in college football history.
Yes.
So these two teams played in the regular season. They played again for the ACC Conference Championship. So this will make it the first time ever that two FBS teams, this has happened at the FCS level and lower because of the playoff structure, and that's the only reason you're seeing it here.
Yes.
First time ever that two FBS teams will have played each other 3 times in the same season.
This is going to be interesting, to say the least, man. All right, guys,
Yes.
Look, let's get to it. Final game of the evening here on Snypz TV Gaming, and this should be a banger indeed. As we see the Hurricanes, we'll start off with the football. Compton's going to drop this down. So let's see what these guys do here. As you can see the stats here for the offense, and you can see Florida State is kind of crazy on the offensive side. But Miami's no slouches, no doubt about it.
Yeah, both of these guys are going to be attempting to absolutely get after it. Although I will say this, they also combined for 8 interceptions in the conference championship game. So, really, both of these guys need to do better taking care of the ball. And I do think, as was in the difference in that game, the team that takes care of the ball even just a little bit better is going to win. And of course, that's not a very bold prediction, but I think you're going to see the turnovers be a big part of this game.
Well, you think about it too, like, you know, when you have two teams that throw for that many interceptions, you know, obviously you got to take care of the ball. And wow, you talk about take care of it. He just took care of the top of the defense on that one, as he'll get the first down, as McCroon will get a 1st and 10 coming up here now, and a great pass there for the first down.
Absolutely gorgeous pass right there. Just dropped it in the bucket over the top there. You love to see that, and exactly, that's what he needs to do, Filthy, taking care of the ball in that way, making sure he's hitting open guys.
Here we go, 1st and 10 again here is McCroon, a throw to pick this time. We just talked about taking care of the football, and just like that, Filthy gives it away.
Yeah, you can't do that. I think he knows that. I'm sure he's not going to be super thrilled about it, but like, that's rough. That's brutal right there.
Yeah, and I mean, the defender was sitting there on the angle route. He was sitting there just waiting for him to throw it, and he threw it.
Yep.
Unfortunately,
Yep.
but hey, here comes Florida State now, coming out in these crazy colors. I really can't stand these colors, but nonetheless, it doesn't matter about the colors. It matters about the action on the field, and that's good action to start the day. He gets a 9-yard gain on the run. 2nd down and 1, midfield at the 50.
Yeah, and I'm not saying Hitt is the kind of guy that would wear some ugly jerseys just to troll people and get people angry, but I'm not saying he's not either. So we'll see if it gets inside of Filthy's head on this one.
2nd down and 1, midfield, play action pass, and he's going to throw it over the top of the defender and will get the first down on the play. That's a great floater, and a 1st and 10 coming up.
Yeah, 100%. You do love to see it. Guy on the flat right there, and the zone, the underneath, just doesn't really have anybody else to cover right there. You'd love to see him get a little bit deeper. Unfortunately, not able to do that.
So a 2nd down and 10 on the play coming up now. Deone Hill on the stop on that last one. 2nd and 10 now to 27.
If it loses, this needs to be perma-banned.
Nice floater to the outside again, and he's putting a lot of touch on his football, and he's doing it in the right moments in the game, and he gets yet another 1st down. So 1st and goal now at the 10.
Yeah, he's He is, and you know what? I need to probably look and see what my own pass settings are, because I do miss the ability to actually loft the ball like that.
Yeah, and he's doing a good job of doing it right now. And he breaks that tackle, and we got the game's first touchdown.
Yeah, and it only took 2 touchdowns to win the game last time. So that first touchdown is going to be huge. Just runs it right up the middle there. Not a whole lot besides just a broken tackle and then a touchdown. A little bit over pursuit. Maybe Filthy needs to fill that gap a little more instead of cut off the outside. But if you don't do that, then he's just going to bust it to the outside. So at the end of the day, man got the ball and made a play.
That's it. So here we go. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. The Hurricanes will get the football back. Let's see if Filthy can respond.
Yeah, he's definitely, he's got to keep his head on just, hey, that sucked. Don't go out and throw another dumb pick.
2nd down and 13, a loss of 3 on the play there. Darrell Jackson on the stop. So
that's a whole lot of man.
Yes, yes, it is. No doubt about it. 2nd and 13, hit the 22. Quick pass up there, and that's going to be incomplete. So 3rd and 13 now coming up, and it's been a tough last couple of plays here for the Hurricanes.
Yeah, he wants that guy to make that catch. End of the day, it's hit or miss whether that'll be a catch.
You know, obviously when you throw the football into coverage like that, you got so many people there. That's going to be a difficult catch to make. So nonetheless, it's a 3rd and 13. The drag is there, but he throws it into double coverage and it's picked off again. Another bad mistake. A solid block. Big boy's not going to catch him, and he will punch in the pick 6 touchdown.
Yeah, just trying to make too much happen there. You hit the nail on the head. The drag wasn't just there. Drag might have had 1st down yardage, and of course, regardless, it's not going to end up being a pick 6, which anything on the sideline, that is that danger zone, right? That can happen every time. It's really tragic that you don't catch that underneath it, and then you try and force it downfield.
Yeah. That was tough.
It is tough, and now it's the same thing. You're like, well, crap. Like, I gotta come back here and do this again. And yeah, on that right there, he's only got one guy to beat, really. Like, probably no one's gonna catch him. I guess he does kind of get caught.
Yeah, he got caught, but it's not enough. He's able to get forward, get the tutty, and it's a big deal now. And let's see what he does here. There's still tons of time left here in this first quarter. So much time remaining in this game.
Right. And again, that's a pick 6, right? So hit it in the conference championship through 3 picks of his own. He's looked really good so far tonight, but you got to just take care of the ball here. Push the ball downfield. It's okay. You don't need to get all, even if you punt here, make him do something on offense that's like significant enough to show you he's got it. Because you really haven't made Hitta work at all to have a 14-point lead.
Hasn't been working just yet, and he will underthrow that one, looks like. So that brings it now to a 3rd down and 9. I think right now that Filthy just has to just get some momentum going here. Run the football a little bit. Just get a little bit of momentum going. It's so much time left in the game, and he's kind of out here playing the game like he's down 21-0 with 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter. It's not the case right now, and he does launch that one, and that's incomplete, and now he's got to punt the ball out again. So he's putting himself in a peculiar situation early in the ball game, and that's where the problem is going to lie. Now Florida State now has a chance to take a 21-0 lead, and if that happens now, I don't know if he's going to have what it takes to come back in this game. Now he might, but I just don't know, man. I just don't know at this point in the game.
Yeah, and I've hit the nail on the head. 3 bad drops. That last one specifically is criminal. You need to catch that ball. So that's not even a bad read on Filthy's part, but exactly to that point now, guess what?
Wow.
That is Mr. Lightfoot. Welcome to the game. But the flip side of that is, now your hitter, what hitter needs to do is keep the pedal on the metal, apply lots of pressure, and on offense here, just move the ball. be doing this, I don't think.
What the heck was that?
But take advantage of this, because this is exactly it right here. If he just gets a third and 14, whatever, like punts the ball, now all of a sudden Filthy's like, you know what, I am in this game. He's not doing anything on offense, really. And then you give a guy like Filthy a little hope. You don't want to do that. So I want to see him convert this.
3rd and 14, and he got hit on the play there. Can the defense get to it? Oh, my goodness. I know he is sick right now after that one. That ball stayed in the air for like 50 seconds. And
Filthy says, you're kidding me, right? He says,
Wow.
you're kidding me. Like, I'm going to get these drops, and he's going to get that? Oh.
Wow. That is wild. He just got another catch there, and he gets another first down now to 22-yard line. It's been a rough first quarter, to say the least.
Yeah, that's what you call yikes. I don't think there's anything else to say.
No, not right now. 1st and 10 here at the 22-yard line, as K. Crow will hand it off here to Lucas, and Lucas will get knocked down for about a 5-yard gain on the play for Jalen Lucas. It'll bring it out to a 2nd down and 5. He's got to get a stop here. He needs a stop more than anything right now. K. Crow with the play action. And flat play right there will get the completion. His 2nd catch here for Darnell Lee. And that'll bring it out to a 3rd down and 1 here at the 13-yard line.
And you really can, it's so hard to stop a guy from getting a yard right here, because he can kind of bust out whatever he wants on offense.
Oh, nice cut inside, and there it is. Another FSU touchdown.
Yeah, Jalen Lucas looking strong so far to start this game. Clean blocking right up the middle there, as we'll see on the replay. Just easy going, really. Not having to try a whole lot, and just getting the ball in good positions, and then just trusting his offensive line and his running back.
Untouched, unscathed in the end zone, and it's a 21-0 game, man. I just talked about it a few moments ago. There's still a $1:32 left in this first quarter, and it has just not been a good game at all here for Miami, man. Filthy is playing filthy right now.
Yeah. No, and it's really hard, because he's been sold quite a bit so far, but gotta stay in the zone. Do that, right?
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
You got Chris Johnson Jr. He's a huge weapon. You use these guys that have been your rock all year. Don't forget about them. Don't forget what has made you successful, and ultimately tough mental. Like, he gets a couple plays to go his way, all of a sudden he's back in this game, and then he's gonna have the other guy on tilt.
Hands it off here again, and we'll get about 2 on the play. He's going to bring it out to a 2nd down and 8. Yeah, he just basically has something, just like I talked about a few moments ago, to slow it down a little bit. It's the first quarter. It's 21-0, yes, but this is college. This is a game that anything can happen. You can get yourself in moments, and then boom, next thing you know, you got a tie football game. Look at the game that we just got done commentating. That we thought that game was going to be over. No, we were so mistaken on that one. Ended up going to overtime. Obviously, Oregon still got the win. Big shout out to Hive, moving on to the semis. But at the end of the day, it was a game that, although we all thought that Hive was gonna, get a big win, Clemson fought and clawed, even when everything looked bad. And you just got to do the same thing here if you are the Hurricanes right now in Filthy. You got to fight and continue to fight, because it's the end of the first quarter now. You still got 3 full quarters remaining in this game. You got a ton of time to fight. You just got to make it happen.
Right. And you know what? To his credit, he's doing it, right? This has been exactly what we needed to see for at least the second. Your first drive, you come out, you're trying some things. Maybe it doesn't go your way. But this is what we needed to see from the adjustment, and this is exactly what he needs to do. And then he's just got to trust, hey, I will get some things to go my way. I will get some turnovers. I'll get some stops. But it starts with a good drive right here, right now, and so far, so good.
Had to call a timeout on that play. He attempted to get a little motion play out there, but he was not going to get that ball out in time. It's a 1st and 10 here at the 35, back for the pass. And that drag play was there, but the defense was there as well. Good job on the swat down, and it's going to be a 2nd down and 10 here at the 35.
That's a whole lot of dude to get that kind of hang time. I don't even. I don't even know.
Yeah. McCarron back for the pass here, and that's going to be caught, and he'll get the first. Now at the 19, so that puts him in the red zone now as Ray Joseph gets his first catch of the day. 1st and 10 coming up at the 19.
Right, that's a great route. He's just so open underneath there on that quick out, and again, right now we're in the red area, as Tom Brady likes to say.
1st down and 10 coming up here as McCarron will keep it and will get knocked down for a 5-yard gain. That'll bring it down to a 2nd and 5.
Now the key, truly, and I mean this, as dumb as it's going to sound, you cannot turn the ball over here. Even though it feels so bad to get this close and only get a field goal, you need to get points. You'd love a touchdown, but you cannot walk away from here without something.
A turnover is catastrophic if it happens here, and the defense is right there playing it, but they overplayed it a little too much and ends up getting some positive yardage, and now it's a 3rd down and inches coming up here at the 10-yard line.
Yeah, absolutely. But again, kind of like the flip side, right? 3rd and inches, there's a whole lot that you can run here to go ahead and pick up just a little bit of yardage, and I think he's going to run with an old tried and true here.
And that's a smart play right there. He does get the first, so moving the sticks a little bit here. Great job. It's a 1st and 10, a 1st and goal, excuse me. Now at the 8-yard line, he's doing a great job on his driving. This is what we talked about, J-Dog, just simply taking your time. Push this ball down the field, running the football a little bit, making some short passes, and just move the sticks. Get yourself back into the game, and you'll be fine. There's too much time remaining for you to try to throw bombs all game. You just can't not continue to do that as he runs the football here again and stays positive there with Chris Johnson Jr. again. It's a 2nd and goal now at the 4-yard line.
Yeah, and it's super important for me to always be gaining yards when you're in the red zone. You don't want to lose yards. That gets you, you start to push things. You're not really calling what you're comfortable with anymore. So these positive yardage plays, and honestly, that was a great block shit at the last second. I kind of thought he was going to score. But let's see what he's got here on 2nd and goal from the 4.
McCarron here in the gun set again. Back for the pass, and it looked like he wanted to try to hit that. He wanted to try to hit that little RPO route on that outside, but the defense was right there covering it up. And that's going to bring it out to a 3rd and goal here at the 4-yard line.
And that slant is risky, but probably not even as risky as trying to throw the bubble. Because when that bubble's not there, it's a pick 6 the other way.
Yes.
You can't make that mistake. So good on him to at least get the incompletion, live to fight another day.
He recognized that. That's a great thing. He definitely recognized that. The slant is there, but so is the defense, and that is what he did not want. And look at Brown. What can Brown do for you? Running in the crib like his name was Search Warrant. TTC to the crib for the touchdown.
Oh, it was read well. Hey, we said it right. These guys have played each other 3 times this season already. This is their 3rd meeting. I have to believe that that's a play that Hiddo was probably waiting on, because Filthy does love slants, and he uses them effectively, but it's the kind of play that you can sort of sit on if that's what you're expecting. Might burn you sometimes, but obviously it did not burn him there.
Wow. This play was everything for Florida State, and that might be a backbreaker for the Hurricanes and Filthy. This really might be a backbreaker here. Drove the ball downfield. It was at least a 5-minute drive, if I'm not mistaken, or close to a 5-minute drive possibly, and it's all for nothing. It's unfortunate.
Right. And what's more, the 98-yard return for the touchdown, right? That's a disaster.
That's a pure disaster, no doubt. McCarron's going to throw this, get the completion here, 2nd down and 2. Now, this is where you're down 4 touchdowns now, okay? You're down 4 touchdowns. So at this point right now, this is where you want to see what kind of cojones that Filthy has here. This is where you want to see, are you going to truly fight to get back in it, or are you just going to give up at this point and just throw in the towel? That's going to be the question.
Well-
is he going to continue to fight in this game?
And not even just fight for fighting's sake, but like do it intelligently and not just do what I have done many times where you just like say whatever, screw it, and then you just kind of throw whatever, and that's not a great thing either. Oof.
4th down and inches coming up. And it looks like the punt unit is going to come out again. He is down 28 points. Oh, you know what? I just thought about it. I know this is college, but it doesn't matter here on Snypz TV Gaming. The bottom line is if you are getting beat by 24 or more points, you know what graphic comes out. You don't you, J-Dog? You know what comes out.
I've seen it. I've seen it before.
And you just seen it again. It's nose wipe season. He's getting his nose wipe right now by 4 touchdowns, 28-point lead. And it could become more here as Florida State gets the football back. Reminder, Florida's only lost 1 game in the regular season. And look at Lucas on his way. And, man, see, right there when you see the guys get, oh, wow. Wow. Add insult to the injury with another touchdown.
The level of disrespect that we are witnessing right now.
Wow.
Oh man, it's hard out here. It's hard out here.
Yeah. It's hard out here for a pimp, no doubt. Man, this play right here. I mean, obviously, he's able to break it to the outside, get the easy tutty, but the end of the play. I mean, you can't. Wow. Just put it down and call it a tutty. Wow. Just crazy.
Almost Deshaun did. Deshaun Jackson did and got the fumble right here. I don't.
Wow.
Ooh. All right, well.
This is a rough one, man. This is a rough one. Right now, Filthy is probably feeling like how I feel about both my Giants and my Yankees right now. They're both stinking up the joint. It's just a bad night for Filthy
Giants
right now, and my Giants. Yes. Okay, so he's wide open there, and he'll get the first down out the 30-yard line. So McCarron, who's thrown 3 interceptions already here today, and we're only in the second quarter.
I was legitimately expecting him to just step out of bounds right there and just not even get the extra yards. Because why not? That's the way the rest of this game is going.
That's basically in a nutshell how it's kind of boiled down at this point. But, you know, at the end of the day, this has just been a bad performance right now here for the Hurricanes. A couple tough mistakes. But I got to give credit where credit is due as well, too, man. The defense of Florida State, they've come to play today. They've been in every part of the field to cover everything. They played great. They played great here today. I got to give them credit where credit is due. They've been fantastic in this first half.
Yeah, listen, that's 100% correctly. Yes, some things have just absolutely not gone Miami's way, but the things that could have gone, you know, Hida and Florida State have done a lot to make sure those things didn't either.
Yeah.
Nothing has gone Miami's way, and that doesn't happen because the game hates you. That happens because the game hates you, and also the person you're playing is on top of things as well.
Man.
So see, again, another drive, though, that, like...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, he went back a little too far on that one, so 4th down, and looks like he's going to try the field goal to at least get some points on the board before the half. But, man, you see that kick meter right now, and it's not going to go down. And that might be a block anyway. It's not, but... Oh, wow. Somebody got injured. Blake Nicholson got injured.
That does... I can't tell if that was blocked. It looked like it might have been.
It almost looked like it was, but that was a lot of boot that it had to it. So I don't know if it was necessarily blocked, but
for sure that kick's not going in either way. But
yeah,
it looks like it was blocked anyways. Which again, why would it not be? At this point,
Elder Ah in the chat right now, he's asking what is happening. I mean, you see what's happening right now, unfortunately, for the Hurricanes. They came into this bowl game here, and wow.
Oh,
Lord have mercy. Another big time touchdown.
Well, so what had happened there was you see a cornerback didn't animate, and the wide receiver ain't have no problem. And
I mean, that's really all you can say here. There's absolutely wow, just wow.
He gets crushed as he lets go of this ball too, like, or he should. Looks like they almost let up, but
that's tough.
Wow. You know what? I don't know if it's got to be us, man. Because I'm telling you.
Yeah.
These two guys played very recently, and it was a 1-point game.
This is so crazy. Yeah, maybe it is us, huh? Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what it is. For my
There's a common denominator.
Hey, for my Giants fans out there, the Giants just recovered a fumble. Now have the opportunity to actually tie the game up. So they're trying. Okay. Looks like they're trying to fight out there. They're trying to fight out there. You know, you notice what I'm doing here right now, right? Gotta add the fillers, baby. Gotta put the fillers in there a little bit.
So, what's up though with your other team though, the Yankees?
Man, look.
Do they want to? Are they trying to be the first team since the 2005 Houston Astros to get swept in the World Series?
It could be a possibility, man. But you know what? I talk about all the time about giving credit where credit is due. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I have to give the Dodgers credit where credit is due. They're simply outplaying us. They want it more. That's really it in a nutshell with this team. This Dodgers team, they just want it more. Period. They want it more. The pitching wants it more. You know what I mean? We made mistakes in those first two games that cost us those games. I think, personally, I feel, as we see an incomplete pass there off the nice hit, personally, I feel like that game one, that walk-off grand slam, I think that killed the Yankees' momentum completely for the rest of the series. I really do. I feel like that right now. Now, granted, listen, can they make a comeback? Absolutely. They can. But will they? I mean, I'm a Yankee fan. I've been a Yankee fan for life. Okay, but for the past few years, it's been at a level for me where I watch Yankee games. I won't watch all 162 because I'm more focused on when we make it to the postseason. And,
right.
And if we make it to the postseason and we stink up the joint, you know what I mean? And it makes me feel some kind of way. But at the same token, I gotta give again a shout out to those Dodgers. They are playing fantastic baseball. They are playing fantastic baseball completely across the board. And I'm very upset. More so at one person on the Yankees right now. It's Aaron Judge. I don't know what the hell is going on with him when we get to the postseason. I don't know what it is. I don't get it.
I'll say this. I work with a guy who's a Yankees fan, and he's like, we gotta stop getting players from California. They can't play in the postseason. It is too cold. I was like, I don't know about all that, but he's right. I don't know.
I mean, he might be. He might possibly be onto something. I don't know exactly, but I just don't understand this. I really don't get this at all. You know what I mean? I will say this though, man, and it's unfortunate I got to sit here and actually look at things like this right now when we got a World Series going on still, and we still have another game to play.
Right.
But I gotta say right now, you gotta come with a blank checkbook for Soto. You better come with
the Dodgers are going to.
Oh, the Dodgers are going after him. That's a guarantee. They're going after him. But you gotta come with a blank checkbook for this guy. If you're the Yankees, you gotta come with a blank checkbook. I pray that the Yankees can lock him up. You know what I mean?
He does kind of look like he's at times during this World Series, as tragic as it is to say, it does sort of feel like he's been the only guy trying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But he has not taken a single play or at bat off.
No, not at all. Not at all, man.
You need that. Going back to this game, well, we did. Filthy got a stop, which is great.
Yeah.
He only got a stop because Hitta was being stupid and throwing the ball for no damn reason, being up 42 points in the second half. Hell, your starter shouldn't even be in. One of those dudes gets hurt, and who's gonna have all of your touchdowns next week?
Yeah. Agreed. I mean, at this point in the game, you really got to think about. You got to really think about pulling some people. You got to. You got
absolutely, you do. Well, and it's not even just they might get hurt. It's also the wear and tear carries over. So it's like, why bother having these guys go out there at this point? Like, you can put them back in, right? Like, if some weird stuff happens and this game suddenly becomes competitive again, you can put them back in, but, like, I don't.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty stupid to have your starters out there right now. Just as stupid as it is to be dropping back to pass.
and he's dropping back to pass, and he is putting his quarterback right now. And this is something we could talk about. We could talk about the injury factor. You're putting your quarterback in a position to get injured, taking hits like that just happened. At this point in the game, I feel like you're up 42-0. Give your running back the pill and make some things happen. Give your running back the pill and just, run the football, get that stuff figured out. But he is trying to score, and he's going to do it. Oh, my goodness. Wow.
Yeah.
Another touchdown.
Yes, it is. I mean, he was there. And I guess if he's feeling some type of way, it really does. I wonder what if he set the settings to something, or if his DB just got beat there. Like, it's hard to say, but just when you're like, why is he even bothering to throw the ball? It's like, to
score?
Run it up in the Orange Bowl against their hated rival.
49-0. Look now, and I hope he's listening. Listen, I really hope right now that Hitta is listening. Hitta, it's time to take your players out. You want to get into the semis with fresh players and those players ready to go to possibly get yourself to a national championship game. That's what you want now.
Yeah, is what you want really 7 more points in this game? Because I can't fathom that would be what you really want right now.
Yeah. Do you want 7 more points, or do you want fresh, solid, ready-to-go players in the semifinals? That's the big thing here at this point.
On the flip side of it, Filthy wants to get points. Like,
no, absolutely.
And so every inch should just be clawed for.
Yeah. Darrell Jackson Jr.
almost threw another one.
Now, you see how we got another injury just now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you would think that Hitta would see that. And even if it's not on his team.
And pause the game right now.
You pause the game now, and you get your guys in.
Mass sub backups.
Period. But he's still trying to sling the rock here, and he took another hit. There's a flag on the play. Illegal man downfield.
Oh, no.
So 1st and 15. But then on top of that, like we just talked about, your guy just took another hit. This college game is extremely touchy when it comes down to these players. You really got to pay attention to that stuff. He's playing it like a video game, and granted, he's putting up a lot of yards right now. There's no doubt about that. Look, El Crow is simply putting up a ton of yards, but you don't need any more.
That many, though. That's the other thing. Like,
yeah. Like, you don't need any more at this point. At this point, take the players out. I mean, look at Lucas right now. Look at Lucas right now. You see what we're saying?
Risk of injury, severe.
You go ahead and keep playing those games. Go ahead. And then you don't have him for the semis, you're gonna be hit. I mean,
yeah. I don't know, man.
He's playing with fire. He's playing with fire right now. He really is.
He's playing with his brain turned off. That's what he's doing. He's doing some stupid shit right now.
Wow.
And that's fine. That's fine. He talks a lot of smack and he wants to win this game. Yeah, and he wants to blow the game out.
Yeah, he wants to blow him out the water. Oh, wow. He got 1 foot in, huh? Wow. He got 1 foot in on that one, I guess. Another touchdown.
Yeah.
Wow. I got to look at this one. Did he really get a foot in?
Oh, I don't know about that.
You can't even tell because one player's right there. But he probably did get a foot in. Yeah, he did. He got a foot in. He barely got a foot in, but he got a foot in. Wow. That's crazy. That is crazy. 56-0. I mean,
yeah, it does feel like he's going out of his way to do what is going to create some legitimate bad blood here for like no reason whatsoever. Like,
yeah.
I get rivalries, and these guys go back for forever. But at what point don't you have, if nothing else, that respect for the guy that you're playing? much less again, it's just stupid to be doing this because you're getting your own guys murdered out there that are gonna probably have to play next week.
Well, you know what? Matter of fact, let's go ahead and discuss that a little bit here because, matter of fact, we'll actually wait until the end of the third. We'll move into the fourth quarter, and we'll discuss a little bit about that. I know you talked about it a little bit in the last game, but I'm gonna get you to talk about it once again. For this game as well too, because we definitely got to discuss it. We're heading to the fourth quarter. It's 56-0. We know this game is pretty much a wrap. But at the end of the day, we're seeing these starters getting annihilated despite still being able to put points up on the board. But when you take a look, obviously here, you really look here and see who these guys are going to be playing, and you really got to be careful with these guys that are still out there with you trying to put points up on the board. You are really going to mess around and injure these guys and end up having an issue. You're going to square off either against, if I'm not mistaken, either Virginia Tech or Georgia, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and I do believe, if I'm not mistaken, it was a really crazy way that game ended, but I do believe Virginia Tech beat Georgia, which would mean it's either going to be, well, no, it'll be the winner of Syracuse, Texas A&M, because Oregon won, so they'll play Virginia Tech.
Yes.
And then the winner of Syracuse, Texas A&M will play Florida State. And I'm sorry, neither of those guys are teams that I'd want to be going up against with my starters dead.
Yeah,
So
yeah. So, I mean, that's basically in a nutshell your quick breakdown on that, because at the end of the day, and we just got a fumble. We just got a fumble, but the Miami did pick it back up. They have everything not going their way. It's just nothing is going their way at all. Absolutely nothing.
2nd and 27. That's close to the down and distance that Donovan McNabb converted against the Packers in like 2003 or some shit that made me hate Donovan McNabb for the rest of my life. My parents were big. I grew up in a religious household. My parents were big on not hating anyone or anything, and I was like, Mom, I reserve the right to hate Donovan McNabb, and I hate his mom too, in her stupid chunky Campbell soup commercials.
My gosh.
No, screw Donovan McNabb's mom. No.
Oh my gosh, man! We're talking football here. Where did Donovan McNabb's mom come into play?
Because her stupid face was all over TV for like season or two. Like,
I don't ever send out my Donovan without the chunky Campbell soup.
And it's like, I don't care about you or your chunky Campbell soup.
Oh my gosh!
Or your kid. In fact, I would say I hope your kid never learns to read, but he already knows how to read. So I hope his kids never learn to read, but by that time his kids probably did too. So it's like whatever. At some point, I want somebody that's related to Donovan McNabb never to learn how to read, and I want Donovan McNabb to think maybe it's his fault.
Oh my gosh.
Because who converts 4th and 26? Who converts 4th and 26? Like, get out of here. The audacity to do that.
But the question is, why is it McNabb mom's fault about the 4th and 26? It's
because she's
McNabb that did
McNabb's
it.
mom. Because she is a cause of Donovan McNabb. She is a but-for cause. That's approximate cause in the legal system is a but-for cause. But for Donovan McNabb's mom existing, Donovan McNabb would not exist. So it's her fault that we had McNabb in the first place.
Oh my gosh. Oh, you are terrible. Oh my goodness. Wow. Oh, is he gonna get his first score here? Oh no, not yet. He does get the first. He does get the first, however, but oh my gosh, man. You got my side hurting right now. I'm telling you. My side is hurting.
I haven't ranted about how much I hate Donovan McNabb and his family by extension in a long time.
First and 10 here at the 19. And he is still trying to make some things happen here. I wonder if he's going to try to kick a field goal if it does end up being 4th down. At least put 3 points on the board. He doesn't want to get goose-egged in this game. I know he doesn't.
No.
Second down is 7. And he might not get goose-egged. Can he punch it in? Not yet. It's a 1st and goal. I can't make any mistakes here. He's made he's made too many.
Don't throw slants. Whatever you do, don't throw slants.
Oh gosh, and
oh yeah, he's trying to get to something where R1 just runs straight for a second. Oh, that's not the play. You had the play.
Yeah, he did. Blitz coming, and he does punch it in. There you go.
That's the play too.
All right. Well, he does get on the board. He does get on the board. It obviously is not going to be enough. 2:43 left in this game. But yeah, listen, J-Dog, the most interesting part right now with this game, once again, is the fact that he did not take, Florida State has not taken any starters out there. Not one. I'm so like, I'm perplexed about that right now. I really am.
Yeah. Maybe it's different in like college football, like bowl games or even the playoff. But I thought it just automatically took your starters out at a blowout point like this. But it hasn't.
Nope, it has not. He's still got him in.
So
he's still got them all in. He's got Lucas running the football.
Nobody scores 9 unanswered times.
Now Lucas moved up to just hide now. It's not severe. But that was because of the rest. You see what I'm saying? He had a little bit of rest because the team was on defense. So that's the whole point. Like,
imagine if he could rest for the rest of the game.
Yes. If he rested the entire 4th quarter, he's 100% fresh for the semifinals.
That's a good open field tackle right there too. People are shifty.
Yeah.
But I agree. This makes absolutely no sense at all. Just like that.
Wow. I mean, there's nothing else I can say. Hive said nobody scores 9 straight times against Filthy.
Well, and technically he didn't. It was interrupted. It wasn't consecutive scores because Filthy got one. So
man, 1:15 left.
That last touchdown was in some way necessary for the final message sent about this bowl game. That's the one that'll convince people that this was a sound victory. Not before 63 points had been scored could we be certain. He said sarcastically. Someone's gonna hear that and be just like, I can't believe Filthy just said that. I can't believe J-Dog just said that.
Second down and 10, 109 left in this ball game. Little cluster set, gonna hand it off here to Johnson and won't get in a whole lot at all. Brings it to a third down, and see Johnson's risk of injury is high now as well. But obviously he's gonna keep him in regardless.
Right, because he's not playing next week. In fact, I don't know, is he a senior? He might not be playing again, never.
Is he a senior or a sophomore? I thought he was a sophomore.
Is he a sophomore? Oh, he is a sophomore.
Yeah.
Never mind. Yeah, he'll be fine, unless he has a career-ending injury like my quarterback did.
Oh, that's so crazy. I still find that so wild to see something like that go down like that. That was just so crazy, let me tell you.
Yeah, I haven't seen it since.
Man, 63-7, the final count in this game, and if this wasn't a blowout, I don't know what is. This is definitely the biggest blowout that we have commentated.
It is. And it's sad because the second biggest, I feel like, was probably the last time they played. But again, they played a really close game between then, and I thought the gap was closing. Clearly, not so much. And it's even sadder because it's like we hit nose wipe season 39 points ago. Like,
oh my gosh.
This game was something else. And you know what? 1 touchdown to 3 picks is actually, like, to have only thrown 3 picks.
Yes.
And still lose by this much. But yeah, you see the drops killed him. That was 6 drops right there.
Yeah.
That's an insane number of drops. Compared to how many passes? 27 passes and 6 of them were dropped.
Wow.
That's crazy.
That is wild.
You just don't see that a whole lot.
No, you don't. Not at all. Not even a little bit. You don't see that at all. That was that was rough. He had 10 drops. One of his receivers, he's showing a couple of the drop passes with some of his receivers.
It was
for Miami
10?
right now. 10 drops for.
Holy shit.
Yeah, there was man.
I thought it was like 6 was bad. 10 is like.
My goodness, that was wild, man. And as you can see, the scoring in each quarter was just absolutely crazy. It really was. Yeah. It was absolutely crazy, man. Well,
it was a bloodbath. Well, Hive is super excited to catch the playback with commentary up in the chat for his game. I know he'll enjoy watching that. And yeah, well, thank you again. Really appreciate having us always on the channel.
No doubt.
And I really, really appreciate the grind because I know, 3 games in a row is not an easy thing to do. So we really appreciate the effort that you put in tonight. And honestly, for especially considering what we had to work with in this second game here, I'd say it was a couple of good games of commentary. All things considered.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It was still great nonetheless, man. And listen, I'm used to doing at some points, man. I was doing 6 or 7 games in a row. It happens, man. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I have a blast calling this stuff, man. And then obviously having you that's in the league to be able to kind of school everybody that's not in the league as to what's going on with everything. It's always a plus, and it keeps everybody, acclimated into what's going on here in the Sick on the Sticks League. But I'm sure we're going to be back again here for the semifinals. So
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so we'll definitely be here ready for that. So guys, again, stay tuned for that as the semifinals. You guys will probably be in there beginning probably by tomorrow, huh?
Yeah, I'll have to take a look at. I know we just have 1 game that's left to be played, so I'll have to follow up on that, and we'll go forward and figure out what we can do.
Okay.
But we'll definitely be in touch with you on what that schedule looks like for absolutely certain coming up here soon.
Okay, perfect. So with that being said, everybody, it is your boy Snypz. Guys, have a fantastic rest of your night. And again, the final count in this one, blowout fashion, 63-7. Big win here by Hitter over Filthy in this bowl championship game. And man, there's a blowout, no doubt. But with that being said, it is for my guy J-Dog, it is your boy Snypz. We are out of here, guys. Take care, be blessed, and we will catch you guys in the next one. Slide, folks.